If you're looking to buy or sell any FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, you can use u4gm.com as a reliable place to do so, and using code ELYTE, ELYYT, will get you 5% off your order. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we're talking a little bit more low to medium budget in terms of making coins, because in the last video, which you guys seem to have liked, was a little bit more higher budget though, and a lot of people were commenting, I only have 100k, I've only got 25k, I've only got 300k to make coins, I can't invest in players like Winter Wildcards Benzema or Varane or Kimmich. Can you give me some tips that are more low budget range? So today we're going to cover all of the low budgets, going from pretty much 0 coins up into 100,000, and hopefully you guys can learn something and make some coins in the coming days. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All I ask in return, guys, if you do enjoy the video, do not forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Now, the first thing you're looking at right here is a FUTBIN solution to the New Year's Kickoff SBC. Now, the New Year's Kickoff SBC was dropped into squad building challenges today or yesterday by the time you're watching this video, and it had a pretty good reward. It's one of many of the daily SBCs that we have seen so far during the Winter Wildcards promo, and there it is right there, the New Year's Kickoff. Now, it gave you a token for the Winter Wildcard swaps and a 35k pack for a squad that only cost a couple thousand coins. And we've seen that pretty much every day or every other day with this Winter Wildcards Challenge 4, 3, 2, 1, all of that. And there's always these low budget gold common cards that will go up because of the squad building challenge. So right here, I'm looking at just one of the random squads that I clicked on FUTBIN, which I found right here. So I just went to New Year's Kickoff, I said squads with gold players only, and I just clicked on one of them, right? And here's one of them right here. You've got just a bunch of random non-rare golds, a couple rare golds, and the positions I really focus on for the most part are right mid, left mid, sometimes left back, right back, just because there's less of an option to go with somebody else in your club or on the transfer market. So I clicked on Ansgar Knauf, and you can see he's only 500 coins right now, and that's what he normally is. But every time squad building challenges like this come out, well, you can see he's 500 coins or 400 coins, even as low as 350 as we get closer to content, and then he spiked up to 1,100 coins because of the squad building challenge and because of solutions like these. Because of FUTBIN itself, those cards go up. So here's another one right here where we've got a left mid Bilali and a right mid Salai. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bilali, 500 coins, just like Knauf, and he did a very similar thing, 400 coins up to 800 coins. And remember that 800 that it says there is just the average price for the hour, while it could have reached much higher points during certain minutes, maybe upwards of 1,500 coins. Next, we have Roland Salai, and again, a very, very similar thing. 400 coins leading up to content, and then pretty much doubles in price almost. Even for the entire average of the hour. Again, you could probably sell that for more than 1,000 coins. And this is the case for a lot of these SBCs. I mean, you could click on pretty much a random one and most likely find something in this squad. That one is the same one we clicked on here, but let's click on a more expensive one and see what pops up. So we've got this left mid Onarat, and we can see what his price is now, 550. What was he when the content came out? And you can see he went from 400 spiked to 1,500 coins. That's tripling your coins just like that. So if you have 10,000 coins, you can easily turn that in to 30k or more just by making these investments. So the question is, how do I find these players, and should I invest in them now? Well, the specific players that I'm showing you, I think, yeah, they're probably going to work out again at some point during the week. So you could club stock them or throw a few on your transfer list. But realistically, one way is to just wait for 6 p.m. content, wait for that squad building challenge to drop, and then immediately go over to active challenges on FUTBIN and then click on that SBC and then just go to the completed challenges, and whichever ones are popping up right here, there's a lot of times where you can just click on that card or that squad building challenges, find a player like Roldan here, which is going for 400 coins, and likely those cards will spike up in the coming minutes. So you'll be able to buy that card right as this SBC is created on FUTBIN, buy a bunch of those gold cards. I would stay mostly away from the bronzes and silvers unless you're getting in at less than 300 coins, because here's the thing, you invest in a 62 rated Maher, it might say 200, but by the time you look at that card, it's 2,000 coins. Do not buy it for 2K. Don't be foolish, because then you're just making somebody else profit. For the gold cards, it might be a little bit more reliable. Although the profit margins might be less, you're going to make a lot more coins long term, and you won't be getting fooled by anybody who's price fixing a bronze or silver card. So you can just go ahead and buy those roll-dons up right at 6 p.m. UK, and then inevitably he's going to go up at least a few hundred coins in the coming minutes. And you can just quickly flip those cards and make yourself 10, 20, 30,000 coins. You could probably make closer to 100K just on this method if you really grind out and find the best cards, because you still have like tons of time to get in on these cards after the squad building challenges are made. But if you're looking at a card and it says it's 500 coins, and by the time you go look at it on the actual market and it's 1,500, don't buy that card anymore. It's already gone up. So that is the first method that we can go with in terms of squad building challenge solutions. Now, when it comes to lower budget investing and you are less than 50,000 coins, there's not a lot of cards that are going to be making it in to people's squads immediately. Now, there are a few, and I want to show you one that has been making me bank recently, which is Seko Fofana. This card I've been getting for 40,000 coins. I've done it twice, so I've gotten the cards for 40K. He's gone up to 55. And then today, when Bellegarde's SBC came out, he went back down to 40K, and then I bought another 14 of them, and he went back up to 55,000 coins. So I've made a lot of coins just on this low budget card, and I really do like that range, because if you're investing in a card for 40K, you're only looking at about 2,000 coin tax after you sell it. So there's a lot of room for profit there. However, there aren't going to be a ton of cards like this, and it's not every day. So what is a card that could potentially rise every single day in that range? Well, it's SBC fodder. Fodder cards are the ones that are, of course, going to be used in squad building challenges that are a little bit higher rated in terms of requirements. So Jean-Rickner Bellegarde, you're going to need 83 and 84 rated fodder. For the base icon SBC player pick, you're going to need 85 rated and 87 rated and 86 and 88 rated fodder to do these squad building challenges. So you see players like De Gea, like Moeller, or especially like 84 rated cards, which are definitely affordable, going up a ton each day and then dropping back down, going up and then dropping back down. So I invested in 3 De Geas earlier for 15,000, 15K, and 15.5, and that card spiked to about 17.5 when the base icon player pick was released. And I was able to buy these 3 after it was released. It's rash investing. You're not investing in anticipation for it to come out. You're just reacting to what comes out at 6 p.m. content and then buying those cards really quickly. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the SBC fodder that has moved today. And I'm going to use the FUTBIN tracker tool to show us. So if we go to FUTBIN tracker, as you guys can see at the top there, it says something called top movers. All right, and I'll move it over a little bit for you guys so you can see. You click on top movers and you look over on the right side here. You're seeing a lot of players that are like 85 rated in this. So 85 rated fodder has gone up today. You can see the spike that happened yesterday at like 1 p.m. Content time. You can see it went from 6.6K all the way up to almost 8,000 coins, which they're sitting at right now. But those aren't the only cards that have gone up. You can see a very similar thing happened to 84s. So they were at about 2.9K, spiked up to at least 3.4 thousand coins before going right back down. So you're able to buy these cards every single day, sell them on during the content hype, and then just get in on them again the next day. You want to try to find their low points, and when we look at the cheapest players by rating, we can see that 83 rated cards right now you can get for discard price, 850 coins, which means that if you're bidding for 800, you're getting most of the cards that you're bidding on, and you can just use those cards, set them away. You can send 100 to your transfer list. You can even go unassigned if you want, and you can just let those cards sit until they rise. Now, for these, it might be a little bit longer before they go up. These kind of cards, they spike up during promos at certain points. They'll especially go up during Team of the Year. That's pretty much inevitable. So if you're willing to hold on to these cards for 2 weeks, you are going to see a spike during Team of the Year, but you could see a spike at any point during these promos like Winter Wild Cards and FUT Centurions as well, and we've seen it before. So if we take a look at the cheapest card here, or maybe let's go with a more pure SBC fodder card like Højbjerg from Tottenham. So we can see on the daily graph during Black Friday, they spiked up from discard price, which is 800, 900 coins, up all the way to 2.3K. And then you can see a couple of different spikes in the last couple of weeks where he went from 850 to an average of 1,400, 1,500 on that day, went back down to discard, then spiked back up to about 1,200, went back down, and inevitably will spike up at some point again in the next couple of weeks. But they're going to be longer holds. If you want something a little bit more exciting, you can try to get in on these 84 rated cards, which move a lot more. If we take a look at Canales here, this card, you'll see a ton of different movements on him. As you can see, he gets to a low point of about 2,000 coins, and this goes for all 84 rated. You do not have to just invest in Canales. It is all 84 rated that are the similar price, and you can find those by just going to cheaper ratings, or the cheapest players by rating on Futbin. You can find it by going to the SBC tab and then scrolling down to cheapest players by rating. But anyways, you can see he goes from 2.3, then spikes up to 5K. That was during Black Friday. He gets back down to 2.5, spikes up to 4,000 coins, gets back down to 3K, spikes up to 4.4 thousand coins, and then he's back down to 2.9, and yesterday he spiked to 4,000 coins, and you can see even on the hourly graph these cards will move. So he goes from 2.8 to 3.3 during content, and you're only making about 200 coins on each one of those cards, but it is only on a 2-hour flip as well, and if you buy a ton of those cards, then they add up pretty quickly. With that being said, only a 200 coin rise is not what we're looking for, but as you can see on the daily graph, the cards move a ton, so you just got to find them closer to their low point and sell every single time that they rise. I wouldn't get greedy. I wouldn't wait after they rise and hope they go higher. I would just take the profit and go. And of course, as you start to get a higher budget, you can start investing in some of the more expensive cards. 88s are only 21,000 coins right now. 89s are only 31,000 coins right now. And 87s, especially when you look at Kevin Prince Boateng, that kind of segues us in to our next method, which is lower budget complement link investing. Now, we talked about Seko Fofana. We know he's up because of the Bailly SBC being from the Ligue 1 and also being from Côte d'Ivoire. So both of those made that Seko Fofana rise, along with a couple of other Ligue 1 SBCs. But we are expecting to have a couple more SBCs in the coming days, and we still haven't seen these three. So we've got Fadiga, and I don't think this is going to move the market too much. The card is okay. It could be an addition to people's Ligue 1 squads. I don't think people are going out to build around this card. Now, if they juice Han enough and give him like 4-star, 4-star, he does have 99 physicality. I could see some people putting him in their squad just to try out that 99 physicality whenever this SBC comes out. And then another SBC from Bundesliga is coming out, which is John Joe Kenny, and that's going to be one of the better right backs in Bundesliga. You've got to compete with Jeremy Frimpong, but overall, it is a good usable card, and plus, since it's English, people might make it into a hybrid with the English players in Premier League. And you've also got players like Jude Bellingham. You've also got players like that Reece Oxford SBC last week. So you might see some more people do this squad building challenge. Now, note what I said on this screen. We still haven't seen these SBCs. I don't think they're going to make the market move much, but for Han and Kenny, we might see something decent, at least profitable, not expecting anything crazy. Now, don't invest in right backs or strikers, because if you're investing in Jeremy Frimpong right now, he's only going to go down when this SBC comes out, especially that inform. He's going to drop in price because it's a replacement. People will go out and do the SBC in replacement. However, if you've made it this far in the video, the secret comment word of the day is happy. If you use that word anywhere in your comment below, I'll make sure to drop a heart on it. I appreciate you watching through all the videos. Now, Kevin Prince Boateng isn't a perfect investment because I would say it's perfect if he was either English or German. He is Ghanaian, but he is also from Hertha Berlin. So once they drop that squad building challenge for John Joe Kenny, you might see a little bit of a rise in price in Kevin Prince Boateng and making him a little bit more usable. Now, the downside to it is he is in packs, and plus I wouldn't be spending 17K on him. I would only spend upwards maybe 15.5 to 16K. I think 17K is asking too much. But when you also take a look at the cheapest players by rating like we were earlier, when it comes to 87 rated players, the cheapest ones are 16K. So he can't go below 16K by very much because people will just use them in their squad building challenges. So he kind of dupes as both an investment for meta and also an investment for SBC fodder. So both of those are pretty safe, and that's why I think Boateng kind of fits those check marks. Now, when it comes to these investments that are a little bit lower priced, lower budget, you're not going to see the returns that you will on higher budget investments. You're not going to see the amount of percentage of rise on cards. It's a little bit safer, it's a little bit slower, but it's also still pretty reliable investments. Now, it's a kind of a game where rich get richer. As you get more coins, you can invest in more things, you can make more coins, and it becomes exponentially easier as you get more and more coins to make even more coins. When you start with a low budget, it is going to be a little bit slower, but that's something you've got to expect. And once you start grinding to a couple 100,000 coins, you're going to see that change and where you're going to start making coins so much faster. So hopefully this video, guys, helped you out with some low budget trading methods. And if it did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and like the video if it helped you guys out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.